we are making these beautiful golden potato and leek pastry pockets. Welcome back to Arubix. This is my mini series, What to Make for Dinner. To make our potato and leek pie, let's start off by peeling and chopping off one large potato. So I washed this potato very well to get rid of any grime that's on the skin, and then just give it a quick peel. So cut this into maybe into about that thickness, which we will then cube up and try and get them as uniform as possible so that it cooks up at the same time. Fill up a pot with some water, pop your potatoes in, just so that the water is just a little bit above the level of the potatoes like this. Season that generously with a pinch of salt and then get that boiling. While the potatoes are boiling, let's chop up the leeks. I've washed these really well to get rid of any grime, especially in the root and stuck in the leaves, anything like that. So let's get rid of the root bit and this green bit, and then just slice this as thinly as you can. Our leeks are now chopped. We've also chopped up half a white onion and a whole bulb of garlic as finely as possible. So we are ready to get this filling going. Get a pan heating on a medium flame, and to this we're going in with a couple of tablespoons of olive oil and some butter. The butter is what's going to help your leeks get that really delicious, intense, buttery flavor, you guys. Also, the olive oil helps the butter to not burn as it melts down. We're going in with our leeks, our garlic, and the onions. Pop all of that in straight into the pan, and then give it a quick mix so that you coat all the leeks, the onions, and the garlic in all of that buttery goodness. Season this with a pinch of salt. This helps to draw out the moisture from all three of these, and then for it to cook down softly and become all delicious. Give it a quick stir, and then let's get that cooking for about maybe 15-20 minutes until the leeks are soft and beautiful. The leeks have been cooking now for 2 to 3 minutes. It's starting to get a little bit of char to it. So we are going to reduce the heat down now to low, and then cover this with a lid and let that cook. So we want this to cook for about maybe 8 to 10 minutes until the leeks have nicely softened up. And we'll check on it maybe at the 5-minute mark and give it a quick stir. While the leeks are cooking, just check on your potatoes. So we're looking for this consistency where they still have a little bit of a bite almost to it, where it's not where you mash the potato, but it's cooked through, but it still has a bit of a bite. Turn your heat off and let that be. This has now been cooking for about 8 minutes. It's looking nice and slightly charred and beautiful. Let's give it a stir. The leeks are nicely softened, so let's quickly taste it, adjust for seasoning. So buttery, you guys. Oh my God, yum. So I'm going in with just a little bit of chili flakes, just to add a bit of warmth to this. And then let's strain these potatoes out and add that into the leeks as well. So these are our partially boiled potatoes, which I'm adding in here. And then we go in with some cooking cream. Stir that through to mix everything together. Give this a quick taste at this point. I need just a little bit more salt in this. So I'm gonna go in with a pinch more and a little bit of paprika powder, just to give it that little oomph that it needs. And let this cook for about 5 to 7 minutes more, just until the potatoes are cooked through and all of those flavors really get to know each other. Since this is a vegetarian meal that we are making, I'm just gonna leave it as potatoes and leeks. But if you want to amp this up and add in some meat, I would say go in with a little bit of bacon. Fry off your bacon, chop it up and add it in at this point and stir it in, and oh my god, you guys, I'm salivating just thinking about it. This is looking beautiful, you guys. It's delicious. The potatoes are cooked through. At this point, kill the heat and let this cool down in the pan for about half an hour until your filling has cooled down completely, because you don't want to be adding hot filling to your puff pastry, because that will melt the butter that's in between the layers of pastry and it won't bake up to have those beautiful flaky layers that we're after. So let this cool down and chill. Even if you do this the night before, let it chill in the fridge and then assemble your pastry. That's perfectly fine as well. Get yourself an egg, crack it into a bowl and give it a quick whisk just to break up the yolks and mix it with the whites and set that aside. Our filling has now cooled down, so let's assemble these little pastry pockets. I've got some ready roll puff pastry that I'm using to make this, because you guys, life is just too short to be making puff pastry at home. I let this thaw out in the fridge for about 2 to 3 hours, so it's still cold, but it's not like all hard like it was in the freezer. So get yourself a sheet of pastry. If you don't have ready roll pastry and you just have the regular store-bought pastry, just roll it out just to get kind of a thin sheet like this. I am going to cut this in half down the middle to get 2 equal sized pieces. And then we're going to pop a generous amount of this filling into one corner of each piece of pastry. Get some of that egg wash, use a pastry brush, and then just dab on a bit of it onto the corners to help the pastry stick to each other. This way you won't get it kind of popping open while baking and having the filling kind of leak out. Use a fork and then just crimp everything together. This way it seals this in very nicely. And then I'm just gonna pop each of these onto a lined tray and then just pop these in the freezer for about maybe 15-20 minutes. While those are chilling, get your oven preheating. These two have been sitting in the freezer now for about 10 minutes. You can see when you touch it, the pastry is nice and solid. So these are ready to go in the oven. Before popping this in the oven, get yourself a knife with a pointy edge like this and make a couple of slits in the pastry like that. This helps the steam that's building up inside to escape, and that helps you get that nice flaky pastry rather than a soggy pastry. The egg wash is what helps you get that nice golden color to your pastry, so don't skip this step. Give it a nice egg wash to kind of cover every little bit of your pastry. Beautiful. This is looking so good, you guys. And then one of these I am going to sprinkle with a little bit of flaky salt on top. And the other one I'm going to go in with some anything but the bagel seasoning. Everything but the bagel seasoning. Just a little bit. If you don't have this, you can just do some sesame seeds. These are now ready to go in the oven and bake at 180 degrees Celsius until they are golden, crispy, and beautiful. This has been in the oven for 15 minutes now. It's starting to look beautiful, but I want it to be a little bit more golden in color. I'm just going to turn it around so that you get an even bake and pop it in and check on it maybe in 5 to 7 minutes or so. Our pastry has been baking for about 30 minutes on 180. I cranked it up to 200 just the last 5 minutes and it got a little bit too much color to it, but that's fine. Let me pop that on. Ooh. Crunch of the pastry. Oh, it's so flaky and beautiful. The butteriness that comes from those leeks that have been cooked down low and slow, that potato, the cream, the little bit of spice or heat that comes from the paprika and the chili flakes that we added in. Oh my gosh, this is an excellent vegetarian meal. And the best part is that when you're making this, you can make a whole bunch of it. It can live in your freezer, and whenever you want a nice warm dinner with very little effort, brush some egg wash on, pop it in the oven, bake it up, and you're good to go. So next time you're sitting around wondering what to make for dinner, make this. And don't forget to subscribe to Aruvik so that you don't miss out on any of these. Thanks for watching. Bye.